Yeah, share out. Okay, so we're picking. Listen, everybody, can you hear us, Producer Jay? Give
Yep,
me some.
y'all alive.
Okay, hey, y'all, look, if we go in and out, don't hang up. We will be bouncing off of cell towers. Thank you for joining Councilman Dennis Pfeiffer in this futuristic vehicle. That's quiet. It's too quiet, y'all. This is like the sneak mobile, okay? You will not hear it coming up. So Dennis Pfeiffer is to my left. He is the driver. We're taking on carpool. We call it council carpool.
Sure.
Council carpool. So there may be some shenanigans, but look, click like and share this out. So we're going to start with one of Flint's biggest industry because we are known for the automobile industry. And so this is the biggest automobile factory. That's General Motors. It is truck and bus, y'all. And look, it ain't no joke if you working in this factory, okay, and working on that line. My parents worked. My grandfather and my father worked. Did your parents work at General Motors too?
Grandfather or my grandparents.
Your grandparents. So this industry is something that is we're automotive. So they've been growing this industry, and I need to share this out. We on YouTube. That's right. I don't know how I got kicked off Facebook. They said that I was doing drugs.
You on Facebook suspension?
I was, yes. I know, yes. I don't know how. Look, one thing I don't do is drugs. So listen, I need everybody to share this out. So to our right, you will see. So the cameras are. So the right camera will get the assembly plant, and so this is one of our largest industries. So we're gonna go all over Flint, and we're gonna show you each side of town. You'll see our different wards and where we have the most economic development. I don't think people have seen downtown. I think here we should go after maybe down.
Okay.
No, you're Fenton Road, then downtown.
Yeah, so we'll go up here and we'll hang left. We'll take that. So we can go through this neighborhood real quick, head over to Fenton Road, take Fenton Road down to downtown, head north, whatever we want to do.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I gotta stop and get gas though.
That's funny. How many miles to the gallon do you get? So to the right, you have the Flint Assembly Plant on General Motors. This has been continuously growing. With people, this is the last, I think, full operating plant that we have in the city of Flint, actually. And it has been here. They used to build the Corvette here when it first started, before maybe like 6 or 7 years. But this is Flint Assembly Plant. They build trucks. So if you have a General Motors truck, it is built here. It's the engine plant. It literally is from the scratch. The frame is put, comes in on the trains and they build it up. By the time you start, you driving it off the line. And I have done that.
You done what?
Driven the trucks off the line. I worked here. I did their shift. I did.
And it's massive. They're putting, that is a brand new portion of it right up here. This big building over there.
And I think that's the paint. Is that the paint shop?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I think that's the paint shop. And so it's a huge investment. One of the things at General Motors, because we're in your electric vehicle, they talk about General Motors going green, electric vehicles. And that's one of the things that we have Ashley Capital's second building, Nanograph. It's supposed to be a battery, building batteries.
Yeah.
And then we have the chip company that's supposed to come in Monday Township, which is in Genesee County. And it's a $55 billion project that we have talked about. Dennis has always had electric vehicles since, I think, this is what, your fourth, maybe?
Yeah.
Fourth.
I've been all electric since 2018.
Really? One of my constituents, Mary Joyce, she has electric vehicle. She went from gas to electric. So you hear a lot of people getting electric vehicles. And it's really popular when I lived in Chicago, where you have the plug-in centers. You see them. So
I didn't switch for the tree hugger. I switched because of the technology.
Really? So that's what made you want.
Yeah.
I say, I don't care about all the technology. I don't even like leather seats.
What?
I don't like leather seats. I don't. I do not like, I've never liked leather seats. When I had my Hummer, I loved it because it did not have leather seats. I don't like leather seats. I just don't. So listen, I need y'all to click like and share.
So this is why I bought the car, because watch, we going downtown.
Okay, now
We going downtown. Don't have a heart attack.
Put
Don't
my
have
pills at.
don't have a heart attack.
Listen, I got that emergency gummy that's probably now later that I've had like
So
2.5 years.
so
This is fentanyl.
so
Fenton
right
Road.
now we're turning down Fenton Road, and you will see a lot of nonsense down Fenton Road. Everybody says the 8th ward is perfect. The 8th ward is not perfect. Actually, right now when we turn down, the camera over there is the other side of Fenton Road is actually the 9th ward. So you'll see the 9th ward on this. So don't panic.
I've been over here.
No, I'm saying don't panic with the car.
No, listen, I'm getting ready to pray. The Lord, look, dear baby Jesus. No, let me.
Dear baby Jesus.
Dear baby Jesus. This is the problem we talked about. We don't have, so a comparison, if we were say the north side would be Clio Road. But we talk about like long strips.
So to me, this looks like basically from downtown north on Saginaw Street. This is what this reminds me of. Obviously, Saginaw is a little bit wider.
It is.
But this is what this reminds me of.
So you got burnouts over here, empty lots. And these bars and businesses used to be thriving at a time.
Yeah, this used to be.
Is that Patty McGee's?
No, that used to be.
And that one's not that old.
No, that closed down.
So at night it's really live over here. You have a lot of prostitution.
You got this family video that's been vacant for 5-6 years now, maybe longer.
And they're vandalizing it. Yeah. So Fenton Road, and it's a very serious issue. Oh, they put it in the right of the Empire Hair Store, Beauty Supply.
Yeah. So we had Dollar General.
Wait a minute, y'all got a black population.
What would you think?
Wait a minute. They put a beauty store over here, y'all. With all right.
You think that the 8th ward is all white?
No, but right here, look, they put a whole beauty supply. Okay.
And then over here, you got, the cameras can't see it. But
isn't it where Hatch used to own right here?
No, Hatch is on Corona.
But he owned some of these buildings over here too. Before I think he went to prison, so a lot of this is closed down.
Yeah. So this used to be Cody Elementary. This big big open thing used to be elementary. They tore it down a long time ago, along with the burnout over there.
Yeah, that's completely burnt out.
Burnout right there.
Abandoned.
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 Abandoned. Abandoned. Abandoned.
Abandoned. Abandoned.
Yeah, it's all
abandoned.
Abandoned bar.
Is that Family Dollar closed? No, there.
No.
Should be abandoned.
So you got this
abandoned.
This used to be James Lumber over here. The cameras can't see it, but
sure did.
The land bank owns this over here.
That is correct.
And allegedly they're going to move their headquarters over there, but now it's just a dumping yard.
That part. So this is the old with the Grand Trunk line that lived underneath the viaduct. Now, when you get up here, right here to this store, they've had, I think, about 2 or 3 homicides at this store.
You got this
at 12th
abandoned place right here in the corner. This party store over here. This is where the gun range used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where I would go to Sentinel for practicing. So, you know that when they changed this street, there's too many loop-de-loops. It wasn't always.
No, it used to go straight, and now it's going to go hella left or hella right.
Yep.
Yeah, it used to go straight.
Yep. And now it goes around.
Yep.
And I don't like all these. I don't like roundabouts. I don't like all of that. It's slow. They went out of business. Habitat for Humanity built a lot of homes up in this area. They did some single housing in about 2008 to 2015, you'll see some newer single family housing.
You got this abandoned here.
That
you got
one.
this abandoned. This abandoned. There's a print shop you're talking about.
Yep. Print shop. Yep. They were my client for years. That's Alliance. Used to be Midnight, the alarm company. Now, one thing we see in Flint, like this used to be a school which was abandoned. It was Oak School, and now it's Oak Senior Center or Oak Senior Apartments, and that's to the right. Oh, does the GoPro catch that?
What? Yeah.
That
Yep.
It's the old school. They redid that. They repurposed it. I don't think people have seen like downtown the bricks. Which how many times did we pay to get the bricks? Was it twice?
I'm going to say 1.5.
1.5.
They did it and then tore it back up.
Tore it back up because they didn't do it right. So listen, I appreciate everybody. Look, click like, share, and subscribe. So you are on the Carpool, Council Carpool.
So up here is the Genesee County Jail. That's what you're going to see, the jail up here on the screen. And that is a money pit. That is, they have to dump so much money into it because it's falling apart. So.
And that's not a very old building.
No, it's not. No. I mean, I guess it's probably 20 plus years old though. I don't know what the life expectancies
of a jail that's overcrowded all the time.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna make a change real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
It's funny, people go, which courthouse? The one with the cannons in front of it?
Oh, we still on, Jay?
I think he said, well, hold on a minute. He was switching something.
My bad. Y'all good. Y'all back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is the famous bricks.
This is much smoother.
It's not that much smoother though.
Man, it is for me because it used to be.
I mean, it used to be all of that.
So you got some historic churches. So you have downtown the bricks. Flint was actually established in 1855 as a city, as when it was established, but it was before there.
Isn't this the building that?
But they redid the work that Peterson.
The Peterson built.
Mm-hmm.
So they're putting in new windows. What are they putting in there? Are they putting in housing?
I don't know what they're doing with it, to be honest.
Because I haven't heard anything, but those are brand new windows.
Those are brand new windows. They fit because the top was falling off, and so it's an Art Deco design building, and they are redoing all of it. I didn't notice the new windows. So to the left is the court. To the right, a lot of the buildings are repurposed. You got the Ferris wheel, Flint City T-shirts, the court. You have Mott Culinary School to the left. You have the Rowe building, Blackstone. Pfeiffers used to own the Blackstones. You have the Mott building, which is to the right. Sweetwater to the left. You have used to be, was it what? Oh, First National Bank, which is now apartments. The Genesee County Land Bank. You used to have
famous Churchill's.
Churchill's has. I have a good.
It's been around forever.
Yeah, it has been. You have University of Michigan Flint. This used to be our. Was it Water? This wasn't Water. This was Water Street, but now
Water
it's
Street
Pavilion. Right? And so now
they used to have ice skating underneath this white dome underneath here, and they haven't had that in 20 plus years.
No, they started back.
Oh, did they?
They had started back. You can still do some ice skating, yes. And even they were doing some roller skating. To the left was the Hyatt Hotel. Before then, ahead it was the Durant Hotel.
Durant Hotel, a little history on that is me and my brother used to own that.
Did you? Did you sell it to them? So, that was for sale like $200,000.
Yeah, we used to own that. We when it was still abandoned, we bought it, and then we couldn't secure the financing, so
to develop it.
But we used to own that.
Well, here's some history. When our house caught on fire when I was about 4, we stayed there.
Yeah,
we did. Saginaw Street, one of the main streets that is parallel to, I call it Detroit Street, but it's ML King Street. You know that any street in a city, if it's ML King, that's where the black folks live. That's because I don't care where you at. And so here's a lot of development. You have here to the right, you have, when they said the high rises didn't have heat, this is the high rises that they were saying that didn't have heat. It's Father Duquette. You have, when they were talking about, Doyle Ryder School, which they had closed down, was an old school. They rehabbed it, and it was vacant for probably 25, 30 years.
But they just dumped a ton of money into it. I haven't been into it since they've redone it. But.
Yeah, it was vacant a long time. Then they repurposed it. Then it was vacant again because of mold and mildew in the system. And so guys would have heard the Board of Education talking about that in Michael Clack. I don't know if it'll show to the left, the Clark Commons. These are the apartments townhomes now that they have, that they built up. This is newer development on Saginaw Street. They removed the people from Atherton East, which was public housing, or some people may refer to it as the projects. And you can see them still building it up.
Smith Village is what they're saying.
This is Smith, and then this is University Park.
Yeah, University Park.
University Park. And so this is Fifth Ward. So there's a lot of development. Downtown, Fifth Ward. All this used to be Kennedy Center was here. You had a retractable pool. All that's gone. The school, the building, all gone. And so you used to have Hamady Brothers store. My grandparents lived on Harriet Street. You had Hamady Brothers store. This has been here when they took this over for a long time ago. Oh, we're going down near Ashley Capitol.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Yes. See where they're out now. Their funding is held up. Their funding has been held up because of the switch. Now, this used to be, a lot of people know Crosland. He was a police officer. Crosland shot somebody at this Hamady brother for stealing some steaks. There used to be a Hamady brother.
This abandoned building that they're seeing right there on the mayor used to have a sign on that for like 3 years to re-elect Sheldon Neely on an abandoned building. It was
just up there not too long ago.
I know. That's what, I'm surprised it's gone.
Hey, did y'all say y'all were going by Ashley Capitol?
Yep.
Are y'all going to pick up y'all lawnmowers and candy?
Yeah, we're going to pick up our bribery check.
that part.
This is the Ashley Capitol building. They just announced that this building is at full capacity. We can pull in here.
I gotta call him too. That is correct. This is the one where Viking is at. And so people say, well, where do you see the people down back? But it's fully rented out. The other one where we're going to go past with the park is the park.
So it's funny. It's fully rented out, and you can count, a dozen cars here in the parking lot?
That's it. There's some parking in the back. So I wonder, are they in the back? I don't know how much their rent goes for, but this is supposed to be, like I said, fully rented out. Across the street, they have Lear Corporation. Lear builds products, I think car seats for General Motors here. And so that is across the street from this. So ahead, you'll see where the park is, Oak Park, the park that we all talked about, that they worked out the deal with the brothers and sisters of Oak Park. Look, they done tore the trees down already. Man.
They didn't mess around.
And I think they're only keeping 8 trees. That's why Mark, I gotta call him back. So the park is gone, y'all.
This used to be, I'll swing the car around.
It's all the, and there was a little building.
Back there. We'll get the park here in a second.
Oh my God.
So this
looked like it's all gone. As a kid, I played in this park. I actually have the sign to
So yeah.
Oh wow.
So it is just an open field.
That's it. So the front part, and it looks like where they have this orange part.
Yeah, so right here where the orange part and the trees, that used to be Oak Park.
Yeah.
Now it's
So this must be where the park is going to be. This is where the trees that they are saving. And wow, literally we lived like across the street as a kid. My parents first, they had a duplex home, and this was the entrance to the park, and it's gone. They have torn, it's gone, but they will be having, there's about an acre and a half of it, and they will be redeveloping that part. But the second building was too big, and they needed more space for nanograph, which will be building batteries. Wow. So
Hey, y'all have a question on the screen if you can see it.
No, we can't see it.
We can't see it.
It says, Christopher Sims said, why is funding halted for Ashley Capital?
Because what the funding happened, because they were part of, I think it was a clean energy bill, and some of their funding it's halted with the federal government. It halted. It'll delay, but they are expected to get it.
What is this place?
Let's go. It used to be a union hall.
Which way?
To the right. And then it's gonna like swerve around. So this was a union hall. This was actually they built.
I know it used to be a union hall. But I've never heard of
Buick Event Center.
I've never heard of any events.
I don't know who owns it now. I don't know who owns it now. But it was the newest one before Buick closed down, because the old one needed to be torn down. And so when you see all of this, we got to go that way. Yeah. So we have Buick City used to be started on Hamilton Street when we first turned, and it went all the way down. And it used to be, you started at one part of Buick where they poured their own, made the foundry. They made their own metals, and they, they moved all the cars from off of here. So the cars are gone. So down here, you can get anything you wanted, because the plant was to the right, General Motors was, Buick was, and to the left was homes, barbershops, restaurants, you name it. And as you can see, I guess what demolition means progress, because they are developing. You'll hear Papa Jared, he'll tell you he the richest man down here because he owned a big portion of this. And he bought it pennies on the dollar over the years. And so they moved all the cars off. So this is the third ward, I believe.
Yep.
This is third ward. And so, this is interesting. So this used to be a one-way when they were managing the traffic. And so we would have been going the wrong way on the one-way. And so right across down here is going to be where they're going to put the gun range at. So that's interesting, because they are clearing this.
Mm-hmm.
So to our left is Metropolitan Baptist Church with Reverend Murphy. He used to be Pastor Miller. Now this is where Beverly Lewis of Hasselbrink, that's her church. So as we go across this light, you will see where they say where the gun range is going to be. Now this is where they're saying, well, this is populated. Why would we put a gun range down here? Well, one, we showed you the one on the other side.
Not that populated.
It's not populated at all anymore.
Going straight? Yep,
straight. And so this is where it's an old fire station, and the fire station, they have bought the block. And so this is where it's going to be to the left, where they're going to build the police academy and fire academy. And this is where they're building it. And so this is where it will be. And so as you can see, it is not mostly everything is gone, and mostly everything is gone.
Lots of vacant lots and abandoned houses.
Lots. Hey, I'm doing my council tour. Did it go good? Huh? Okay, I can't hear your phone messing up, but I'm in Dennis's car. We're doing a council tour. So it's open. It's an open case. Okay. All right. I'll call you when I get done. All right. Bye. So a lot of these are mom and pop stores where people would own businesses at the bottom and live up top. And that was really a thing where people came here to work. All people, immigrants.
I don't think there's any businesses like that anymore.
There is.
Where?
Poke Bowl.
Oh, downtown?
University, but it's new business.
Yeah.
It's new business. Oh no, the bike shop in my ward used to be your ward, and I got it because I talked to him yesterday. The scooter shop,
next
right
to
there, and he lives upstairs, right
next to the old fire station.
Yep. He lives above the fire station because they didn't pick up his trash.
Best tacos in the city too.
Azteca is.
You don't get out.
I ain't getting out. I know where I'm at. I'm gonna take your gun and shoot you. So let's go to the right, so we can cover. So this is what the hell happened? Look, y'all.
You might have to get the.
We done ran up on something.
Ran up on a car upside down. You might have to get your phone out and do a live. Do a live. Well, did they have a little police chase?
Something, huh? Oh, it is upside down.
The car's upside down up there.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all. They can see it on there, can't they?
Well, so maybe not. Maybe when we get close, I'll try to spin it around.
You know, I'm gonna get out and be nosy and ask what happened.
That is a car
upside down. It is upside down.
Well, hopefully they get a ticket for illegal parking. Illegal parking, because that's.
What the heck? Oh.
That is. I don't know how you do that.
Oh no.
I don't know how you do that. Looked like they clipped them in the side and flipped it. I don't know.
I mean, that prayerfully they are okay. But they. So this probably happened. See, Dennis don't stop and be nosy like I do.
You want me to stop? I'll stop.
Yeah, because I want to be nosy. Absolutely, I want to be nosy. So up here is also Dort Highway. Dort Highway gets one of the most traffics in our county, but the businesses don't seem to thrive on there.
Next to him, or you can get out?
I can get out.
Okay. So hit that top button.
Here?
Yeah, push that. No, push it. And then push the door.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, that's good. I did not dress for the occasion. So. Hello.
Y'all know that Tonya got to get out, and every time she sees a cop car, she gets out and goes live.
Hey, Dennis, roll down a little bit more.
What's that?
Pull down a little bit more. Good.
Okay, elderly man lost control. So he's okay. He was sitting up.
Who was sitting up?
The elderly man. He clipped the other person. He lost control of his car. So he is going to be. He said he was good. So Dort Highway. Dort Highway is where people say they hear a lot of. It's like our scrap yards.
We're heading south.
North or south? Let's do north, south. Yeah. We got more industry. So 475, people were saying that they cut it off at, what was it, Pearson Road? So it's one of, you'll see our salvage yards, junk yards, nice word to salvage. You have, this is where here eminent domain came into play.
This is where this whole St.
John's neighborhood. So just past the light, I think we swing down to the right. Because you'll hear my daddy talk about it all the time. We had a neighborhood. We had he liked Miss Lulu's. Miss Lulu, he worked for her. Miss Lulu's had a lady house. he would
You're gonna go down this way, or you're gonna go down Stewart?
let's cut through just a street right, just past the light to the right, where the old credit union is.
Yeah.
And wasn't that supposed to be a marijuana shop?
It was. And I think it got approved.
That's with the Daewoo.
Yeah, it got approved, but I don't know if they've actually done anything. So I think it wasn't a retail, it was a grow, right?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it got approved for a grow, not a retail.
Okay. And I don't know what it is. Is it just vacant now? We ended up not approved because the funding didn't come right.
So it looks like
Program from all-inclusive care for the elderly. So this is going to be an elderly. When did this come through for us?
it didn't.
It didn't.
So it must have been under the existing zoning and didn't need to be approved for a change.
Yeah, because we didn't approve this. Well, listen, we didn't approve whatever came through the county today.
Well, if it was already zoned, it wouldn't come before us.
Well, it definitely did not. And so we're along the Flint River. Look, don't drink the water. And so this is down here where we ain't gonna be able to go through. Where there used to be the streets. This is the dam that they do not.
I'll flip around and go back, since we can't get through here.
So this is where the dam is, and this is St. John's. This is eminent domain. To the right is the highway. So they cut all of this off because the demolition means progress, supposedly. They moved the people over here to Atherton East, put them on the floodplain. The federal government, someone sued. Now they had to move them the past 5 years, 6 years into the Clark Commons that we went by earlier. And so this all used to be a thriving area where we have to the left the expressway, and where you had black families that lived. They came from everywhere, and it was like the Tulsa. So what are we going to do with this now? Now it's going to be part of the Iron Trail, where it's going to be it's a trail that's supposed to go down through Wisconsin, and they're going to pave it, put some.
But isn't this going to be part of the state park where this trail is going to go all the way back down to the 8th Ward and through Happy Hollow?
Yep. All that, it goes together.
So if you look through your camera, you'll see a drug deal over here. Black van with no windows, so they're gonna abduct some people.
not the petty van. Literally. So, our water treatment plant. So, there have been millions of dollars.
How'd they get up there in the thing and spray paint?
I don't know, and it's in line too. So they had to have a ladder, or I don't know. And that building is supposed to be torn down, and I don't know why we don't have, because it's not even used. When you drive back there, I mean, it looks like old. You can't even. It's supposed to be torn down. So that's our water treatment plant. That we still don't have all service lines replaced, nor restorations. State of Michigan took it over last year to complete service lines and restoration. You've never been back there, have you?
And we went from getting an update every 3 months to no updates.
None at all.
What, did you want me to go on there?
Yeah, because that's the hood. That's And so, well, yeah, this is basically that is the 3rd ward, actually. And so this part too, which is is it Judy's? We're 3rd ward, kind of 4th ward, almost borderline.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Dort Highway the divider?
Her line is kind of funky. 3rd ward has the biggest land mass. But
a lot of it is that industrial that's not being used. So I think they have the biggest land mass and the least amount of people.
That is correct. I don't know. That's a good question. How did they get up there to put graffiti? I mean, you got to be dedicated. A true dedication. So there's so much trash.
Just abandoned trash.
See the back of the building? So one thing Flint is good for, you have railways, highways, and our airport has been growing. And you do have infrastructure that's here.
I don't understand, why can't we clean that up next to the river? That river, even though it's not drinkable,
Right?
But it looks good.
I don't know why they don't have to have these seniors do a blight plan. I mean, they come up and ask for money, and they want to pay for you going to church. I mean,
so where's our blight people when we got piles of tires?
Well, there's a tire dump. There is. And so this is the third ward.
Just 3 or 4.
This is third. Rolling Wood. Dad ain't watching because he had a girl that. I'm like, my mother, she was at that. I'm like, and you have housing. So this is Rolling Wood is third floor. And so you have, this is actually public housing.
It's all Section 8.
Mm-hmm. Actually pretty well maintained.
Yeah, it is.
And then you have residential. So we're off of Western Road, definitely third ward. And I'm gonna say back in the day, you had these homes.
Jay, what's that noise? Jay, are you washing the dishes, buddy?
Say it one more time.
I said, sound like you were washing the dishes.
No, I forgot that I was not muted.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of heard you. So
it was just a bag. It was just a bag.
This is
right.
Is this Williams School?
Johnson?
It's right there. Now Johnson it's off of Saginaw.
Johnson.
No, yeah, it's Donnelly Johnson.
This has been vacant and abandoned for ever. And we can drive back there. So this is every damn abandoned school in the city that just turns into a dumping ground. And I won't be surprised if one of these doors is propped open. And
this is the one Ronnie Dahl caught them scrapping.
Yeah, so we got abandoned tires,
paint,
just
buckets of who knows what.
Just absolute nonsense.
This is the same design as Bunch School. And I think that when we talk about a vision, we don't hear really what our elected officials, those in higher leadership, what their visions are. Now look at that roof on that house.
Mm-hmm.
The blue tarp is off, and the roof, it's missing and it's caving in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah, you'll see it right now.
Yeah, now that is probably one of the worst roofs I've seen.
Yeah, there's no doubt that that's leaking on the inside.
Absolutely. And this is actually occupied area. They're not abandoned. People are, I don't know if people are living that one. People are living.
There's a gas meter, so people are living there.
They are living here. And it's almost like you get a forgotten population.
Yep.
And these aren't, these are single family homes.
Yeah, these were, General Motors employees.
Yep.
Back in the day.
Yep.
This is where everybody used to live. Sure. These little houses.
Oh yeah, because there used to be schoolhouses. Children, we didn't have enough space for the amount of kids that we had. This is very populated back. And you see our trash can. They have on Mount Morris Township. So these were General Motors workers, worked, teachers. People lived in the communities. Yeah, and this is very populated though. These aren't abandoned. They just need a little tender love and
Yeah, a
care.
little TLC, that's for sure. But I can promise you, there's worse houses in our ward than that, right there. Right, so we definitely got no signal. We can go whatever we want, so we can go back down. Where do we want to go now?
Whichever way you want to go, I'm good.
Okay.
Because I think that's township across the street. Because they don't have sidewalks.
Yeah. So we can head back this way,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're officially in Flint Township, right?
I said, well,
these are the mailboxes in this township right there.
Yep.
So we'll come up here and turn down.
I don't know how many abandoned schools did we have. Zimmerman offers we put it on it.
Yeah, I got McKinley, soon to be Nethercutt.
What is going on over there?
We can make back with that when we're done, but that place is an absolute dumping yard.
And continuously dump over there.
Yeah.
You know, the third ward with the voter, I think it is the lowest voter turnout that we get.
A lot of it is just people that have given up, right?
Yep.
It's just given up. So why vote? Because nothing changes.
Nothing changes. And I'm gonna be shady. When council members give more ARPA funds to their nonprofits than the residents do, now I ain't sure that's being real. Then people don't believe in government. They don't believe in. Okay, Dennis,
we'll just make a turn
here. Yeah. So. I mean, I haven't been back here in years.
That street that y'all was just on, don't go back down that street.
We like bad signal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good now.
So this is the third ward. It should be coming up to the fourth ward, though, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, some of the parts of the fourth ward, and it might be best if we do like that part so close to it. That used to be the laundromat. That was a 7-Eleven. And look, these are people who are actually fishing. They're dedicated.
Yeah. Because it's a little too cold to be fishing.
And they got 7-8 people out here fishing. And they're serious. So we coming up off of Dort Highway. Is that what they call the reservoir? What do they call that?
That is. That's the.
I know we coming back up on Dort Highway.
Because we just gave money for a fence right there, right?
Mm-hmm. So now
So
we
now we're at
are.
Richards. So we can go to Dort, or we can head over here.
Let's go to the left. We are Fourth Ward now.
Yep, this is Fourth Ward.
Fourth Ward, and they had AC Spark Plug.
Yep.
Was big over here. AC Spark Plug. You know what a spark?
Right here.
Yep, right here. I used to go there. I had a class there every day.
This has always been a Mexican spot, and they swear they change the name every 3 years.
They didn't figure something out. So this is the Fourth Ward, and so we are now on Davison Road. Richfield Road. Richfield Road. This is the Fourth Ward. This is probably one of the better parts. Our streets are crap, y'all. I mean, the patch, but we have pothole patrol. I'm like, did he just say pothole patrol? Oh my God.
So you guys might not be able to catch everything that we're seeing on camera, but there's no way that NSO officers do a damn bit of work.
No.
So
That used to be that market. So down by, I guess I want to go down by the state streets. Now this is the only Kroger we have in the city of Flint. The rest of them are not big brands or big box brands. That's going to be to the right. The only Kroger within the Flint city limits. The only Kroger.
Which way we going?
To the
right.
Center? Yeah. I want to do like go by the state streets like Robert T. Longway, Dort Highway. Yeah. The only Kroger's I said we are in a food desert. We don't have access. People like
you
a Whole
can't say
Foods.
It's a food desert when we drive by a Kroger.
There's only one in the whole city. One Kroger. So most people go to outside of the city. All the other stores are a Mr. B's, Hutchinson's, are smaller, stores, but higher prices, much higher prices, and you don't have as much food access to fresh vegetables, fresh foods. You just don't. So, so we are now on Center Road. Oh, that's the street that the guy lived on who gave us the 2 fingers.
Oh, the double Flint hello?
Right. That didn't like Judy, then gave us the 2 fingers on the way out. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So I think I just approved, was it another dispensary that was over here? One thing, and how much did we eat? I thought this number was higher for a marijuana dispensary for the revenue share.
So this is a decent part.
Oh, it is.
This is pretty nice over here in this part of the fort.
And absolutely it is, because it is still populated. People still live here. And so your Potter School Boys and Girls Club is over here, and Potter School is over in this area. But it's off of April. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I was over here when it was
here.
Right.
Flint over here.
Correct. Now I was over here. There was a little gun shootout.
Yeah.
I was knocking doors, talking. It was a gun shootout. Me and the guy and his wife. Look, we hit the behind the house. So you kind of learn.
I think all these Rite Aid that they closed down and abandoned is going to be more pain in the ass for us.
Yeah. Absolutely. But the rent that they're asking, when people are asking them, or to purchase the building, is just ridiculously high. It's insane. And all the way back there, it's still populated back here, which is going to be, so where we were at is like a square mile. AC Spark Plug, which they have, I don't know what's the name of this now, because there's still some type of manufacturing that's there. But one thing that the plants did was run 3 shifts, so that they were always running. And so when it switched over to wartime,
I think truck and bus may be the only one running 3 shifts.
running 3 shifts. This is a small part of, I don't know what this is now, but it's something that's still in there.
Look at that big old weed.
Gage cannabis. Used to be with Magoo's, and it is huge.
That's Bert.
So there is no shortage for weed. Now they said that one, the old St. John's, is done. That they have finished working on that one. That's the one that the guy bought. He lives towards Detroit. He bought for $500,000. Yeah, and it should be opening up soon. So now we are entering soon as we cross.
Seventh Ward.
Yep, 7th Ward.
You want to keep going straight?
Yeah, because then we can swing back down. Well, let's get those state streets off of Court. We probably should do Center Road, because people wonder like what is the 4th Ward. So like off of
we can go. We'll jump down to Dort and shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot it.
So one side is Burton left, or the other side is Flint.
It used to be
Halo
Burger, and then they closed the one downtown too. So
I think the only one open is Linden Road.
Is the one
Linden Road?
Where are we at?
We are Court.
So Belsey. Is it Belsey attached to a Subway and a gas station? There might be one there too.
Okay.
But there's the one on the Linden
there's
Road.
There's one on
Linden and Miller might be open.
That one is open. I think that's the last one that I know that is open.
We're passing the only Starbucks in the city.
Wait a minute. Is that the only Starbucks in the city? Oh,
the other one is Township.
No.
Allegedly. Huh?
Allegedly, right. And so we're coming up on, because we're not too far from that area is Kersley. It would be really nice if it's developed. They got Kersley Park. Someone puts money into it. The location is close to the freeways. That is our water plant or water department or whatever it is. That's for the city of Flint. Look, I'm gonna.
And this is where all my money goes right here.
Consumers Energy. Yeah, they sent me a reminder today. They sent me a text.
A friendly
reminder.
Friendly reminder in red.
That part, they text me. Listen, I cut my heat up to 74 this winter. It was cold.
What?
Yeah. Hey, I'm a black woman. I was cold, okay? I'm in my 50s. And I never cut my heat up. But it was freezing out. It was freezing.
So State Streets are...
To the right.
To the right, yeah.
To the right.
Like, why do we allow that shit? Why do we allow that?
Oh, and it's...
Like, they had abandoned hot tubs. It's just
sitting there?
Stacked up.
That is not Tonya Burns Ward. That's 7th Ward. This is
driving around seeing this nonsense enough to piss you off.
Will tick you off because you know what it was before, but when Flint's declined in population, the Big John's is still open. Big John's is still open. I almost got a weird, like you had to loop around if you go through the drive-thru. So this is what I was talking about. This place used to be Cord's Glass, which is now a car place. Because when we had General Motors, AC, all the automotive industry, they needed glass. And you could get it for relatively cheap because they had to have a place that made it. Now it's a car shop. It used to be Cord's Glass. And how do I know? Lord knows my mother, in every house we had mirrors floor to ceiling. And Saturday, I hated having to clean them. So we're coming up into the 4th Ward. On our right is where...
This corner used to have
the clock corner.
The clock
they
shop.
burnt it down to the ground.
Yeah.
And then AC Spark Plug was to the right. They tore it down.
This is where they moved all the trucks to, huh? It's like
looks
storage to me.
yep, yeah, it is.
Over
And
here, too.
over here too. So to the left and to the right, yeah. And so this used to be popular. This is the east side. Look, the Fuji Health
The
Spa.
Fuji Health
So
Spa.
who's
You
gonna go
can,
there? I mean,
you could get a massage. You're gonna come away with more than.
when you get more than just that.
Yeah. So these are the. Which street you got a specific?
We can go down any one of them.
Right. So these are the infamous state streets. So we'll go down. We
Let's
just
go
passed Ohio. This is Illinois.
To my right is where AC Spark Plugs used to be. Little history that they also made tiles.
If I didn't
And
have a
some of-
bulletproof truck, I would not be driving down there.
You got a good point, because I know somebody got gas over here and got robbed about 2 months ago. Some of the gas was cheap, but so was that robbery. So this is, what street are we on?
This is Illinois.
This one is pretty good though. You've got some people still probably been here. So, but on the other side, so this one is not. This one is still populated.
So you can just look right here and see what street we're on.
Oh, okay. So this one isn't bad. You got people, look, motor in here clear. They got the motorhome flying their American flag, and I guess they said they're not going anywhere. Okay, burnout. Oh, you hear the kids? Tesla. How do you know the Tesla? What little girl got a whole camera videotaping? A complete burnout.
I think next time we get a camera on both sides, which is
Yeah.
This is
To the left. Well, a burnout to the basement, and then a burnout.
Yep.
The one is burnt out literally to the basement.
It's sad because I see those kids outside trying to play,
and it's not even blocked
you got
off.
burnouts in them.
That's dangerous.
It's just an empty hole.
Yeah, it is a hole. You can see the cinder blocks. That is something that bothers me. You have those need to be filled in, because those are dangerous. When kids are running, you don't always, or if it's dark.
Well, I'm sure it's just a dumping hole now. I'm sure it's full with garbage on top of the
absolutely.
on top of the burnout.
So head burnout. We need to go across, because I across Davis.
So was this used to be a school? Was this obviously had to be a school, right?
Was that Homedale?
That they tore down and
that's gone. There is a Cumming Street, a drug problem, which I inherit. Okay, what in the? I got some extra toys. I'm
gonna expand the play area
right
to the abandoned house next door.
That's burnt out. And then across the street, burnt out. That one's burnt out to the basement too.
Luigi.
Good pizza.
All right, which way?
Right. Shoot like yeah. Yeah. And this used to be off General Motors. People live near where they work. AC Spark Plug. You could get a job. You could work at DuPont, General Motors, AC Spark Plug. You can work almost anywhere and go from a different plant or factory to a factory. You had your choices to work.
Jay, is our signal bad?
Yeah, y'all were in a messed up area. Looks like y'all are fine. The cameras just probably need to catch up.
Okay.
Somebody said when y'all get to go north on Franklin.
Listen, somebody knows where we're at. So abandoned.
So somebody actually said they saw y'all while they were driving.
Really?
Yeah, the camera is not back yet, Dennis.
Okay.
Oh, it's out. So look, no broadband in our area.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
It's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
I can switch to the satellite if we need to.
Yeah, I think it's backfiring now. It's just when y'all go on some of those side streets, it seems to go out a little bit. But
Yeah.
y'all are back.
So this a heart, you know, and this is the east side, burnt out and abandoned. Oh, this is burnt out down to the
Down to the
basement.
basement. Looks like 2 in a row.
Um,
Keep out.
abandoned, and he's going through the. I mean, for those who stay, God bless them, because many people will not stay if they have choice. This is a lot. You know, you retire, you think you want to, you want to stay. I mean, this is it's sad, abandoned, and
What's sad is a lot of people that, been here for 30 years, worked at GM, retired when the neighborhoods used to be good, and now their houses aren't worth anything, so they can't afford to move.
and can't get insurance. Abandoned and on fire. It's abandoned and on fire, down to the ground. I mean, this is what you see. Abandoned, yep, and burnt down to the ground. 2 houses side by side. Also, where you see it used to be a driveway, it used to be homes there that are vacant lots. You'll see where the driveway. Let's go to the left. And then we go. I think it would be left on. Is this Franklin? Yeah.
Which way?
Let's go left. There goes St. Mary Mission. Is that the one that Judy put on?
No.
This one is still kept up.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and you look down. I mean, this is. That's a burnout down to the basement.
And the basement's gone.
And that part.
Franklin, Michigan. This is the one.
This is the one. Okay. Yep. Yeah. And it hasn't been back on.
There's more burnout to the basement, and then became a dumping ground.
And then look, it was the building.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, that was something else. Those used to be little teller windows or whatever.
Yeah.
It used to be a pharmacy. This used the Mac Center. That used to be St. Vincent's, and then it used to be famous Angelo's
Coney.
They burnt that down.
Yeah.
Next to. Wow.
Yep. Straight or return it?
Straight. So that's straight. Wow.
Fourth word.
This has to be a recent burn.
The fourth word, yeah.
Oh, it's charred. I seen it not too long ago.
They got a lot of.
This is all burnt out.
This is a lot of burnt down to the basements.
Yeah, which means there was an accelerant. Yes, to the left was a burn down to the basement. Next door burned down to the basement with blue walls. There's another burnout to the basement, to the right. There's 2 of them right there. There's another burnout to the basement, to the right. No, those are 2. Those are 2 side by side. The house, 1, 2, 3 burned out homes. There's 4, 5.
Over here,
6, 7. And that's not counting the other. We probably should have kept a count. And so we have an arsonist We have problems.
Judy's got it bad. And
she does. She does. She has it terrible.
Where are you on ahead now?
Let's go across the 7th Ward. So we are now across Robert T. Longway. You have entered 7th Ward. 7th Ward is pretty much maintained, actually.
I don't know if they have. I mean, is there really a bad neighborhood in the 7th?
Yeah, there is.
Where?
We'll take you to it. I'm gonna take you to it. Yeah, absolutely. Where the senior center is. Yeah, it's bad. So over to the right, they get policing through my college, which pretty much this is the college cultural area, and so this is the college cultural area.
But it's amazing how many just crossing one road you go from burnout after burnout after burnout to nothing.
To populated, well taken care of, roofing, sidewalks. I mean, just across the street.
It's like two different
worlds.
Yeah,
it is. It is. And it really and truly is. So let's swing a right at the light. Want to ride by the chancellors of the University of Michigan, the home, and then the Stone home, and
back over there.
Yeah.
The big houses.
Yeah. This used to be a grocery store, and then it became a video place.
Another family video, and then.
Yeah. So I went to elementary school not too far from here, Pierce Elementary, and I think they're doing something with Pierce. I think they're supposed to lease it out, and then we can go by Central.
Elementary down here.
Nope, next light. I mean, 1, 2. It's just past the second light and left on Woodlawn.
But which side are we going to catch it on the camera?
Oh, then let's go this. Yeah. Yeah.
So we go down and circle around.
Circle around.
Catch the camera. Jay, you're fired for having us the camera on the wrong side today.
Hey, we should have. I like your idea to put another one up the next time.
Who was that?
Dougie Jew.
Oh.
So,
hey, someone said to ride by Judy's house and look at that new kitchen.
Oh God. So this is the 7th Ward. 7th Ward, popular, always. Like I said, as a little girl, I went to peer school. My friend Jill, and her dad was attorney, father attorney, and you could walk to home for lunch.
You don't get. You don't even. Right, so we can
go right. Go right.
Oh, Jesus.
And then we'll go back right again. So we are over in the 7th Ward.
That's a big.
And they're very well maintained. Mercedes lives down there. Judge Nethercutt lived in that house, which they have a lot of people making them. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So some of the best architecture, design, stonework, and these are little mansions.
Do we not have signal, Jay?
Signal's good. The camera's good. Y'all are chopping a little bit, but the camera looks good.
I forget the name of that home. They have great parties. Yep, they do. And so you look at this is a group home with the white pillars.
Talking about the mansions in the 8th Ward.
Right, the stone home. Was it who owned, talked about the Hamady grocery stores. That was the home that they had built, to which is on the right. So the camera should pick that up. Unique stonework, a slate roof, slate tile, slate roof, stone. There. I saw me. He's like, they're next to me. Look, they jog over here. They jog during the middle of the day. I mean, isn't it different when money and food is not what you're worried about? You can take care of other things such as your health, jog. You don't have the I'm a pay. Um, let's go to the other. No, we need to go to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's I'm gonna show you to the one part that is not what you. So.
Oh, we're in Central.
Oh yeah, let's drive by Central.
Drive by Central.
That was my stomping ground.
Ain't nobody care.
Listen, don't hate. I went to Whittier too. Don't hate. And so, the camera big campus. So they are going to repurpose the school. They have their agreement. They have some of their renders, but they're changing of what what it's going to look like. So the two schools are next to each other, and in the back, you used to be able to drive back there because it's just terrible dumping. So on the right, you're going to see the first one is Whittier Middle School. These used to be luxury. Remodeling.
Jay, I'm gonna switch on that because it's not. Your camera keeps going in and out.
Y'all are breaking up, but the camera looks amazing.
I think it's putting on your satellite.
Yeah. So the outdoor camera is going to switch here in a second. Okay.
Yep, I think it just switched.
Okay. Are we back live?
Yeah, y'all are live.
Okay. All right. So maybe we get a better signal now. Outdoor.
So we just Dennis had just pulled over to Whittier. This is Central, which was just on fire about 3 weeks ago again. They will be redoing the campus. They're going to save parts of the building so it'll have a whole Central High class. You'd have like 1300 students. I think when at the time I went, that would be all 9th through 12th. Next to it is the Flint Public Library, which was renovated. Now this is the part that's unique. People don't get. You have the planet. We go back to the planetarium and that part. The cultural center. So you have a state-of-the-art public library, which is a huge and a great resource. It's the Gloria Coles left. I think, what's his name? God, he refurbished his house and redid. You have people coming back, buying these homes and renovating them. So you have the Flint Institute of Music, which is to the left. You have the Flint Public Library on the right, Gloria Coles, Flint Public Library. You have the Flint Institute of Arts, which is on the right. And then you have the Sloan Museum, which is, I don't know, our camera doesn't pick it. Oh, yeah, it was, I think, a little bit. It's like the teal color, they'll say Sloan. The planetarium you'll see this turquoise little globe or dome. That's the planetarium where you can go see movies at. And then you have Whiting Auditorium where you can go see the symphony. And so, and then you have the Flint Classical Academy, which is there. Back there. Up here's the Buick Gallery.
Okay, yeah.
Buick Gallery is where they had, they have like some of Flint's unique. Applewood Estates, Vermont. Applewood Estates. Buick Gallery, where they have actually it was a tank in there because I've had two of my kids when they were little birthday parties in here, and some of their General Motors vehicles that they were what do you call them? that they make the
Model T.
not well they like model.
Oh, that's Ford.
You know, like the one type of like a God, what type of cars do they call them? They make that was oh God, and so prototype. So yeah, let's go to the left because then I'm gonna show you the part of 7th Ward that is not good, which is on like Thread Lake.
I thought that was the 9th Ward. Isn't that the 9th Ward?
It backs up Thread Lake. It's right on the 7th Ward, and then across like it's 9th Ward across the lake. So the lake they share. But to me, it is lakefront property and not developed, which is absolutely crazy because it's beautiful when you over there. If you don't look at what's left, it is beautiful. You're absolutely right. So Flint Classical Academy, which they're going to obviously be putting the children. You know, you got the elementary that gets shipped right over to Central once it's done. So you can see gentrification definitely here. I don't know. They still have. You got to apply to get into the schools.
I think.
Left. Used to be McDonald's Dairy. That was right there.
Now that's going to be the recycle place.
I just don't think that's a good location for that.
It's a new recycle place.
I mean, who thought that was a good idea?
Because they spent a ton of money for that old dairy.
Yeah.
The county spent some money on
that. I don't. So listen, if you need a new Metro Community Development on Robert T. Longway, new roofs, come apply if you need home improvements and other program business loan or mortgage. This is where it's at on the one way, Robert T. No, Chavez Drive and Robert T. My bad. Our main post office, we're going all the way down, and then we're going to make left on to Court Street. And I'm going to take you back.
by the high rise that had a shooting.
3 shootings. And then they had, what was it, 3-4 months ago, the baby fell from the 9th floor and died. Yes. I mean, that to me is that building needs to be looked at. They've had problems there for years there. And when you put people in public housing, it just doesn't work like that. We have the problems. So to our right is University of Michigan. This is part of their campus. They have their housing that you'll see coming up on the right. We are riding along our eminent domain, I-475 highway. And so
have you been following that? What are they doing? Are they putting up walls and getting rid of the grass on the sides?
I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna be honest, Dennis.
Could have just lied to me and made something up.
No, because you would have called me on this.
So I think that they're going to put like 696 in Detroit, where there's concrete walls on both sides, and get rid of the grass on the sides.
I mean, that makes sense.
Except for they're going to be just fresh canvases for spray paint.
That part, because one thing we have is a ton of people who like to deface our property. Taggers. Over to the right is housing. We have a new Y.
New Y is right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so that's the back side of downtown. To our right is actually would be City Hall. On the way back in the fire department. But we're going to be going left to another part of the 7th Ward, where we'll go. We haven't did the 1st Ward. First or second. First, second. That's it. Oh, the 6th Ward. Y'all know 6th Ward is already amazing. They have an amazing council person. I know her personally. Oh.
These old houses have just been attorney's offices forever.
So when you're in that right lane,
Yeah.
yeah. This dude just making up stuff in that
Yeah,
truck.
it is.
And he's like, who gonna stop me? So when people wonder, the part who got the I think like 17 or 18 houses painted and roofs, this would be the area that's back over here. That's the 7th ward, which is an older population. Listen, that is the color they painted the house.
That is blue.
Uh,
That is.
wait a
That's a blue.
minute. Wait a minute. So
Hey,
what?
y'all have you have a special request in the chat as well. They want to see Savras Park.
She's been complaining we was stalking her. So
We're gonna get a PPO on us if we drive over there.
Lord have mercy.
That's a blue.
That, oh my God, that's
That-
blue.
With a
Blue. This is the blue house. Everybody gonna know. Oh, that's blue. So this is the area where we actually, for I think it was like up to 20 homes were painted and 20 homes were roofs were given. So this was that area with ARPA funds that did receive that in the 7th ward.
and that's the infamous high
Oh,
rise.
that is the high rise. Right here, that 3 people were just shot on Sunday. Or was it one fatal? The one that
Yeah, I think
our
one died, right?
Clarissa Shields, heavyweight boxing champion, were her. Now that one looks freshly painted. That looks good.
Yeah.
That one looks good. She lost life. I think it was. Or did 2 of her cousins pass away? So I think we got to go back out on the main street.
Mhm. That's definitely. My eyes are still hurting from the blue.
That was
Blue.
that was electrifying blue. That one was just freshly painted. That one too. So a lot of these homes, they are older. Oh, they got new. Not in-
What ward are y'all currently in?
7th ward.
Okay.
7th ward. By Reichert Manor off of Court Street. We're now headed over I-69. Interstate 69 runs off of this. We just went. So we're gonna be over to the right. Just at the light, we're gonna turn right. So the Eastern Food Bank is up here.
Bank.
This is Howard Estates, the public
You
house.
guys ever go to? Or you ever go to the bowl thing that they have?
Will you
The
get the
fundraiser?
bowls?
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and my wife go every year. It's
I have not been in a while,
Huh.
but I got enough bowls.
we trapped.
Oh, oh man. So this is these homes. They were new windows, doors, changing the facade side. This is when you hear we call him Mr. Moore the whisper, where you can't hear him. This is where he complains that the tracks he say aren't level, that they're moving. This is where he complains at. They actually put up basketball hoops and new fence.
Yeah,
So it looks nice back there. It never looked that good before. It looks good over there. Looks good. So these are the tracks he talks about. So the food bank where we get the food to help feed the community is to the left. The Eastern Food Bank feeds thousands of people. Where you see at St. Mark's, you see Asbury Church, you see Greater Holy Temple, the churches and organizations. That's where they get their they buy it from. So this is the area, Dennis, that I told you. Okay.
See, I thought this was in the 9th ward.
This is 7th ward. So go to the left.
Go where?
To the left.
What's the boundary between 7 and 9 over here?
You go all the way to, I think, Lippincott.
Lippincot's the boundary?
I think Lippincott, yeah.
So it's one street up.
Yep. So here's one of our other senior centers, the Brennan Center, which is up here to the left. Look, they don't have a contract, so I just hope. Look, I hope the mayor don't do them dirty, like he did Hasselbring. And so used to be Stewart School. Stewart School is now closed. Has been set on fire several times. This one is run by Deborah Holmes. And so and then we can just ride down any of these streets back up in here. It's funny because this was really, this area has been really hugely populated by working black class of people for years. But when the shops left, it took the population and the money. There were no jobs. Without no jobs, people don't have money to take care of their homes and of themselves. And so across here is where they have Thread Lake, where you have literally the water. Let's go to the right.
We need some dumpsters, yo. We need some dumpsters.
You got that right. That blue was popping.
Oh, there's another one.
And then the other house was trimmed in it.
That was discount thing.
So this part, which that's where my grandfather used to live, on that corner back there years ago, decades ago. So you come across here, you see the water, which is Thread Lake over there. And it is a non-motorized lake, but I don't know why they never developed that. On the other side, is that your Circle Drive? No, Jonathan's Circle Drive. That's right, he's Circle Drive area. So one of the oldest lumber mills, Michigan Lumber, is going to be up here to our right. They still do what's called a milling. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I've always used them. And so
they get a lot of exotic woods or whatever, and specialty stuff that like if you want walnut or something like that,
you can get it there.
You can get it there, that's for sure.
And they're nice. It's been there forever. That's where the recycling place was, and they set it on fire. Let's go to the right.
Let's go hit 1 and 2, and then we can circle back through 9 and wrap up the shindig.
All righty.
We drive around.
So I'm going to look and read some of the comments out.
No, we can't see any of the comments, so you got comments?
I'm going to pull it up on the, just on the.
Someone said they must have had blue paint on clearance.
I think that would be a yes. So, oldest black in Flint. Miss Taylor, I hope you're feeling better. If you need something to stop you from not feeling so well from throwing up, I got you.
Circle back and take some of the street.
Oh, listen, we got 135 watchers.
What?
Thank you. Yeah.
Jay, is the outside camera still working up good?
Yep, looking pretty good right now, actually. There's another one of those ugly blue houses you just passed.
Listen, blue is in season. Blue is in
That's like
season.
a Key West blue.
It is like a Key West blue.
Yeah, it's very loud though. God almighty.
A Kermit Lions talking about some no service park is off limits to y'all.
Rules are for somebody else, Kermit. Rules don't apply to us.
Oh God.
Hey, you know Dennis definitely gonna be a stalker when y'all leave from. She see that truck over there. She calling Green in a heartbeat.
Oh, we might.
She do like calling him like
we
he's
might get pulled over before we get there.
Shoot. And that's why. And you're riding by my house. You are right near a park. You're near a park. When you tell someone takes you to see the park, you're by the park. Like, and then nobody coming to see you because you're not friendly. It's a lot of housing downtown.
So we're gonna kind of do a same pathway going down the Bricks, and then we'll hit Saginaw Street.
What if we take Detroit Street, Archimel King?
What is up with them roads? Is that's how they doing it there in Flint? Them roads and potholes.
Still good on Saginaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the veers off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our roads are bad. But hey, we have pothole patrol. We have pothole patrol. That was in his budget. I'm like, I'm
How
not
about abandoned tire patrol?
that part. You see tires, they'll take them and just dump them everywhere. So as we get down here to just past the river, we're gonna veer off to the left. Because we've been this route already. So it's about, half a mile down.
Channel 5, I don't think they broadcast from there, right? Is that their studios?
They do from there. I've been in there. Mm-hmm. And then you've got, Zolo, Blackstones,
The Ferris wheel building. Right
Ferris wheel building.
It's pretty nice on the inside.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of that new industrial chic looking.
Mm-hmm.
First Street Laws.
Okay, what ward are y'all in now? Where you going?
This is 5.
This is 5.
5 headed to 1 and 2.
Yep. And we've been down this way. We're just going to keep straight, not go to the right this time. So Saginaw Street and ML King Street, I call Detroit Street still because of the moon. Those run parallel to each other. So we're Communities First bought the Odyssey House down here on the left. So that's being developed. The old Jack the Haberdasher, that was Hurlick's store. I believe they bought that on the right also.
This used to be McDonald's.
Yeah. And the other development, they bought that. And then there was your Durant, which is now apartments. And
there's that same industrial chic looking concrete floors.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been in one?
My friend's daughter lives here.
They're expensive. They're not giving them away.
No, they're not. She's a registered nurse. And so she lives here.
Last time I checked, they were like $2,000 a month.
I think she pays like
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I know when Hotel Barrage, when they first opened, I ended up putting my daughter down at the Hyatt Regency. That was 2009, 8 or 9 when she graduated. And rent was then like 1700 and I ended up buying the house that I'm now in. So this, which is now Flint Vehicle City, was Jackson happening. They bought that Soggy Bottom.
See, what my neighborhood NSO officer just chilling at the
At the car repair place, Wolverine. Well, it's plenty. It is plenty to ticket and go over around here. Plenty. So looks like they got the dirt to put in the hole.
I wonder if that's a land bank turnout.
That's a good question. Looks like, and I think that was a gas station.
We need to get Michael Freeman in to give us a update.
They got some old tanks right there.
Because we haven't seen Michael Freeman in over a year.
That part. So Odyssey owns everything pretty much to the left. And on the other side, you got a development that's come all the way from Saginaw Street to ML King Street, which is the Clark Commons. So you'll see something that looks like the ones with the tie back that you'll see. And that's where they had displaced the people over in Atherton East. Also next to where that Redstone Apartments, where they stayed, they were out. So you've got new townhomes over there to the right. Salem housing was to the left when you had some new homes. So they tore it all down and started building back up. Most of the older homes here are Odyssey House rehabilitation programs. And so you'll see all that, those over there. I think those were Salem housing. Those are new homes. To the left is also, going to show on the camera, the fire station but it's not occupied. It browns out. I forget what fire station number that is. 3. It browns out because we don't have enough firefighters to cover all of our fire stations. As you can see, nobody is there.
What do you mean? Well, why don't we have them hiring more firefighters? Why isn't it in the budget? What do you mean?
That part.
What do you mean?
You just see one car over there. And he said, this is a fantastic budget. This is a great budget.
We're not hiring more firefighters, but we're doubling the size of the mayor's office. Yeah,
I'm not voting for that.
What do you mean we don't have enough?
I'm not. That budget has got some problems. And right now, I'm a no. And it's like no needing for the budget process because it's not addressing key areas of concern with the city of Flint. And all this, some of the stuff, it's like he doesn't get it or he doesn't care, whichever one. That car almost lost a tire. It looked like going down the street. So we are now on ML King, and we are going past. Now, the basement of this church, y'all, is a bomb shelter, literally. And Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, the walls are about a foot thick in the basement. So it's some unique things. And back in the day, if you Detroit and Hamilton, and look, if Woodrow Green is down here, Woodrow Green's family was the number one. It's now Swanson, but now it's abandoned. Green Funeral Homes was the premier funeral home for Flint for decades. Look, everybody's church had a Green for Funeral Home fan.
This is just burnout after burnout.
Burnout after burnout. This is the second ward.
Dayton Street.
Yeah.
Now we're in the second ward, right?
I think this part is part of the second ward. And it's very old, a lot of burnouts, needs tear downs, homes where it's old. I mean, if this,
we want to drive down?
Yeah, because if you drive something out, yeah. So we are on Jackson Avenue. I think there's a park down here, actually. But my aunt used to live there. Yeah, I was a little girl. So you see, they stripped the heck out that house.
Got a question.
Yeah.
The question is, are the lower numbered wards the ones with the most poverty? poverty?
Probably 1 through 4, probably.
Yeah, 1
That's
through
probably
4.
a true statement.
Yeah.
That's probably a true statement. Yeah, that park is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Abandoned.
And this is the Oak Park School up here, right?
That used to be the old Northern School in Garfield. This used to be abandoned, fire, abandoned. This used to be the old Northern campus, and this one was Garfield School up here. Closed decades ago, maybe about 20, 25 years ago. Northern was turned. Now, history. You will hear, this is Shiloh Commons. Councilman May's father had the ingenuity to work with his church congregation for these townhomes that are across here, which are still here, Shiloh Commons. The church was a Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church by Pastor Lewis Mays. The church got programmed and had those built. They are still in operation under management with someone else. Yep,
At least they board up the damn windows and not.
They ain't board up nothing else.
Nothing else.
I mean, I have not seen these type of boards anywhere.
No.
Not anywhere. Now, I remember my kids, even when Garfield was still open, because we did like hot keto tournaments there. Abandoned. Just, oh my God, probably 30 trash bags. Abandoned.
There's the blue again.
Look, there's a sale on electrifying blue paint in aisle 3. So to the right, it used to be the Citizens Bank. It's the Neighborhood Engagement Hub. You have the black murals. I Have a Dream on the left side. They're beautiful murals. Beautiful. So I think we come to Max Brandon Park. We are in the second ward. Let's see. No, why ain't blight on their job? That whole street. I mean, the whole street.
Yeah, we're gonna flip around. We're gonna flip around and see that, because literally, you got abandoned cars in the road.
Literally.
I don't know if it's gonna be on the right side for the camera to see, but what are we on? This is Robin Street. You got an abandoned. Let's see if I can pull it. Like that car is abandoned.
Straight abandoned.
Those cars right there in the
abandoned.
Straight abandoned.
1, 2, 3.
You got abandoned cars.
Right.
This is like a.
I mean that right. NSOs.
That's what I'm saying. NSOs.
Yeah.
Don't do their damn job. You could drive down almost every street in this city and find something.
Absolutely. Not if you can. Hello? Yeah, I'm out with doing my tuna swing. I think that one's closed off down there.
So
you had called? I'm doing my ward tour with Dennis. Okay. I'll call you back. Bye. Behind us is a park. Abandoned. Wow.
Like that back up to a park.
And the park is still used.
Yeah,
abandoned.
Like that's prime property.
Right.
You ain't got no neighbors in the back.
Abandoned and set on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Abandoned. Abandoned. And some of these, when you look at. Now, here's the funny thing. utility work. Who are they preparing this for? I mean,
Y'all are in the second ward?
Yeah.
second ward.
Okay, just making sure.
So the park that it is used to be called Forest Park. I believe it's now called Max Brandon. And people walk here every day. And the park is well kept up. Parks are kept up by Keep Genesee County Beautiful. They keep up the parks. We're going by the Flint Development Center. Used to be Bunch School.
That's the same architecture you're talking about.
Yeah.
That one school.
Exact
That's
same.
Johnson
School. Well, we saw over there in the.
Up.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it was boarded up. It was firebombed out.
Are they? I think. So we are second. We're on Stewart Avenue, headed west. And this used to be really nice. That's been set on fire. That's abandoned, and it backs up to the park. And this used to be really nice. Both of my grandmothers lived on Stewart Street, one end to the other. Abandoned. Why folks call on the line? I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm still on my live. I'll call you when I'm done. All right, bye-bye. So this is one of the stores, Mr. B's, which was a family-owned store in the day.
No, we should drive by the grocery store that's never going to open.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice though. This used to be, as a kid, my grandmother, because both one lived on one end, the other lived on the other end, and we shopped at Mr. B's. They would bring the groceries, to your car, pack your groceries, and put them in. And so we are in second ward. So one of the things you'll hear people say with Selby Hood and take you through. This is all second. A lot of these homes, and then you have what did they call Flint Park Lake?
Yeah,
it used to be
Flint
called Devil's Lake. Yep, it used to be called Devil's Lake, and those there was
Everybody who's been here more than 20 years still calls
it Devil's Lake, right? And I used to have the Captain Bubblegum. Don't Captain Bubblegum gonna get you. Now it's a fictional. Let's the next 2 streets we can turn right. Take it to Selby Hood, and then we'll head up to the grocery store that's been in progress for about 20 years. So to the right.
No, I want to drive. We got it.
So we used to have Captain Bubblegum, which is some man was going to, kidnap kids and kill you, which did not exist. Oh yeah, that roof is completely gone. So that house has got to be.
No, they still got an electric meter, so they're living there.
God!
You
literally do the raft. Yeah.
You could literally see into the house from the roof.
That house needs a roof. We're in the second ward. Wow. And then what's yellow was on sale. Yellow. Crayola yellow.
Y'all probably didn't see that, but there was some yellow swing set.
Crayola, right? So I think the next was this comstock.com. Somebody, I'm right by Cyrus Park.
What? How did we end up over here?
So a lot of these homes like Comstock, Sunny, were kept up. And so, yeah, and maybe, dude, you in the middle of the street. So here you have the Cyrus Park.
Infamous or famous?
Infamous.
Okay.
Infamous. So, Cyrus Park.
Those are new bollards, right?
Those are new bollards.
Those are new bollards that we just approved of last year.
Mm-hmm. I think was it 40,000? Speed hump over here. Speed humps are around most of the parks now, which we should, because kids play. This is a very used park.
I didn't realize that they put them out already.
Darn.
My word, yeah.
You know your words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the Beavers Club, that is a mess. Actually, so this is Clio Road. You'll hear them say, "What's Clio Road?" Well, Clio Road is much nicer than that part of Fenton Road. You do have some business, some are vacant, but you do have big shout out to Steve, because Steve keeps up Clio Road. He does a lot of work to keep it together. But he needs, and that's Steve over there. He over there barbecue. So that's who keeps it up. And so you still have abandoned buildings, but you don't have that fentanyl problem over here, which us having opioid money and no opioid plan is a problem. So you got the homes over there, which are that is Second Ward to the right. The General Motors workers, majority General Motors workers lived over there. We just went past, which is a very sad, the little girl who was 13, who was shot while she was sleeping. May she rest in heaven. Her name Tatiana. And I don't know if y'all remember, to the left is where they had the big thing, Coochie Land, where it was so out of control. That's what it was. That's what it was called, Coochie Land. I mean, y'all, it was. They had all kind of shooting. It was bad. That was. So we're gonna be coming up on our right to the what is the name of it? North Flint Food Market. So we're coming up to that on our right. They do have the Gala Center that's open. I don't even know the date for the market to be open anymore. I don't know. Do you?
No, they keep pushing it out. They don't push it out by months. Like now it's fall of 2025 or something.
Really? At this point, you should be putting groceries and people in there to staff it. So we are now into the First Ward. The Gala Center is First Ward when you cross Pearson Road. Used to be a Ford Lincoln Mercury place. Used to be the Grapevine Records. Used to be Shanonis Chrysler here. I don't know what they're doing here. They've been cleaning this up. I don't know what they're doing with this. They've been cleaning it up for the past 2 months. I don't know what they're doing. Used to be the #1 Blaine Buick. Used to be here. Then it was Patsy Lou Williams Buick, which was here. Unique architecture with a round little showroom that was there. You have bowling alleys, shopping malls here. Look, now it's a church, y'all. Used to be the Hollywood East. Used to be the Hollywood East Supper Club. You had to dress up there to go. You couldn't go like you go now. We have a marijuana dispensary that's gray. That's what that is. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, that's marijuana. That's a grow facility that's there. Oh yeah, marijuana grow facility that's there. Whole strip mall. Used to be
It's giant.
It's giant. That's indoor marijuana. So to the right, we're gonna swing. We're going by. We are in the first. That part of the street is Mount Morris Township.
Yeah. Somebody lives in Mount Morris Township.
Yeah, they live there. They live off of that road. They live off of that road, and they should be living in the city, on the council. And I'm not gonna be apologetic about that, because you know what? When your vote should be for somebody who live in the city and you don't live in the city, that burns me up. So we're going by Slidell Senior Center, which is going to be here to the right. Councilman Mays used to hang out there like he lived there. Them seniors loved him there. And Oh, now they put Taylor Lake Manor. They do not keep up that parking lot. Mm-mm. Not at all. So you get going by the House of Prayer, and right across the street is a funeral home.
That's where Maze's funeral was in there.
It was, yeah. His homegoing was there. So to our left is going to be Northwestern High School, and used to be Powers Catholic School, which is now New Standard Academy. Flint had Class A schools, basketball and sports, baseball, football, basketball. Each school, well, Northwestern, Central, and Southwestern, and Northern all had swimming pools, swimming teams. All of them had that. We had 2 driving ranges. Northwestern and Southwestern had a driving range. You didn't have to, and General Motors gave the cars. And so on the driving range, you drove General Motors cars, and you learned how to drive as driver's ed class. Yep. I only wanted to pass driver's ed once I was old enough. I could have flunked everything else. I swear. I was getting my driver's license.
Yeah, I took driver's training at Southwestern.
Did you?
We had brand new Buicks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was, I was like, I'm going to pass. But one time I listened to my friend, she's like, no, do this. And they said, driver, whatever the number car, secure the car, driver, get out. And they would make your mistake on the thing. So let's turn right. We'll ride by Councilman May's home on Russell Street. You know, him and Mayor, we would call it the Golden Nest. May swore he was a lover. He swore. To the left is another abandoned school as we turn the corner. Wilkins Elementary School has been closed for maybe 2 decades now. Every neighborhood had a school that kids could walk to. Every single neighborhood. So to the left is Wilkins School. Mays probably not just past. We know he was by the store. Abandoned.
So I probably want to
Oh. You know it was a drug deal down there.
So we're gonna turn down the radio. Oh, maybe not, because you don't know how to fucking turn it.
Oh, we turn down Ruth and then go back down. Yeah.
Just so that we can get his house on the camera.
Now, you know, they done been here a while. They got the little armor guard, and I mean, people have been here. You know, they need a roof. And it's got a meter. Now, why isn't the NSO? Come on now, really?
I know, right?
Right. I mean, this should even be.
We passed new zoning that says you can only.
Come on. And they have to have driver's license. They have to register.
You can only have 1 car under repair. So one.
Hey, Dennis.
It's not registered. What'd you say, Jay?
Could y'all? Hey, Dennis, stop for 1 second. Just kind of pull over.
Oh, you broke up.
Just let it catch up. Okay, it's catching up now. Hey, Dennis, repeat what you said before because y'all broke up, but you said y'all passed new ordinances for the. What'd you say?
Oh, we passed a new zoning that said you can only have 1 car under repair. So it means 1 car that's not registered in you know, somebody working on it in their driveway, because we got people that have 5, 6 cars or want to turn their front yard into an auto.
Oh, I've had them. Yeah, I've had them. Norbert Street.
All right, so up here we're coming up to Mays' house.
The Golden Nest. So he'll listen to the next block. And these are, what do they call these? The 2-something homes? 205 homes that now they're tearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. We're on Russell Street, 1st Ward. This is Mays' house in the next block. I remember they dropped that woman off over here. I'm like,
Mays Maze is still the yellow house.
Oh, his car is still there. His car's
still
there. Yeah. His
125 Russell.
125 Russell.
I spent many a days cussing at that motherfucker in his driveway. Sitting in his driveway.
I think everybody did.
Just motherfucking.
And he can say motherfucker. Oh, you got me cussing on here.
What?
You got me cussing. Y'all, pardon me, Dennis is a bad influence.
I learned it from you.
Well, listen, my stalker called this weekend. He got so mad. Said, B, how you gonna out cuss me? Not having a good day. I was tired. And you deal with your parents, and my mother is.
What do you think Maze would say about council today?
Man, they tripping. And then he has some cuss words. What's this mark doing? They got this little bitty car. They can't keep it in that little lane. That car, little matchbox car. Come on. So over there is Bryant School. It used to be Pearson Elementary School. Pearson is torn down. Bryant School, it looks like it needs to be torn down. Mm-hmm. So I think we covered everything. We get pretty much a good tour of Flint as we ride back in. We show parts of every ward. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh. We didn't do John's. We have to do our next tour. We can do that, and then we did not cover the lovely sixth ward because they got a really that council person. I heard she's just so nice.
I heard she overrated.
It is.
So that's where the two young boys, the Mitchell boys.
And Pulaski also had that shooting with the grandmother and the 10-month-old baby got shot. That day, 3 people got killed on Pulaski. Pulaski's have had 5, well, 2 for the fire. Zaire, the Mitchell boys. Yep. And then you had one shooting that 3 people, in one day, 3 people were killed. Pulaski is busy. This used to be Stanley's Food, where you could go buy Stanley's Meat Market. You could buy food on credit. Literally, my grandma did. She had her an account. And this is Leon's building, y'all. $300,000 they gave him for. Boy, it says Max Fashions. He had the gate. He said somebody stole the gate. Somebody said that the company that the gate was leased from came and got it. I don't know which one is true, but the gate ain't up there. That is the building that he had, that he still has. Bruce Flowers. This used to be the Urban League.
So we pretty much circled the entire city, right? For the most part?
For the most part, we did.
We did. How many cops did you see other than the 2 at the wreck? How many NSO officers did you see out?
You saw one who was chilling.
Who was chilling
at the Wolverine Bump and Paint.
So, like, this is the type of service.
And they got new vehicles.
Yeah.
Everybody has, NSO has new vehicles, our officers, but we only have at one time, maybe 4. One of our homes still is there on Moore Street.
We ain't seen no cops.
Not patrol.
Other than blocking the road for that car that flipped over.
That was it. And and you're correct. We have not, and we have been all.
And allegedly, there's an NSO officer for every ward, so they should be driving around.
And they have new trucks. State of the art. They got everything that they need, a computer, everything that they need in their trucks. Their trucks are outfitted. They are outfitted. So I'm gonna look at some of the.
Yeah, look at some of the comments real quick, and then we'll shut it down.
144 people.
Answer some questions while we're talking or while we're wrapping up.
Miss Taylor said, shame on the invisible NSOs in new trucks. Miss Taylor, you get better. Melissa Zaremski said we were by her house.
Their trucks are so nice we can't even see them.
You know what? Oh, they so nice they invisible, huh? Yeah. Joy comes in the morning. He would say, I've never seen nothing like this. Can you do this once a month? This is fun. One of us gotta have cocktails. If he's driving, can you have I don't know the laws. What they call a roadie. A roadie drink.
Yeah, we just do this, and then we do this, and then we can drink.
And then we can drink. So we're in the perfect vehicle. It might have to be martini time. So, let's see what else. I ain't going. Leon DeDraco pacing the floor right now in his training day voice. I'm putting cases on all y'all. Listen, right? That's what they said too. I didn't say the cuss word. Exactly. And so listen, he should be living this way. I'm not sorry about that because you know what? If you don't live in the ward, you holding up progress. He is holding up progress. And so they didn't put it out. He put it out there that he lives in that house. On that paperwork. He said he lives at that address. And so I'm not sorry, but the thing is, if we be quiet, we are allowing him to keep us where we're at. His vote doesn't go to help the people. He didn't vote for St. Mark. He votes exactly how Liddell tells him to vote for their own stuff. So this is still second ward.
I call him Mr. Support.
Oh, he is.
That's a fact.
When he says something intelligent, I'm like, okay, or semi, I'm like, look, text that to him to read that. Because after I read that writing on those PPOs, y'all, it was a struggle. People like, well, why are you reading like that? Because it's written like that. It is literally written like that. If you don't, we have to stop allowing people to come into our city who don't live here, who don't care about the city. You drive out to wherever you live. Flint has no dirt roads. None. Not one. Dirt roads may be less of a problem, less bumpy with some of them, but we don't. Then there's a city trash can with a serial number in front of the house that he's been at. So that's just crazy. This store, I have actually watched all kind of drug activity. Oh, this was the we swing right. This is what they burned down. Used to be a Baskin Robbins. My grandma used to take me as a little girl. They just burned down. You see all kind of drug activity up there at that store. I've turned them in 1,000,000 times. So this was a big fight I had the other night, where they we went around with matches and gasoline, and I don't even know what it. So we are on Welch Boulevard. There used to be a Citizens Bank across. Half of them homes are torn down. Oh my.
It's a little bit burned down.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So now
this is 5th. This is headed. You are now entering the 6th ward.
Here we are.
The 6th ward. Now this is not far from where the mayor lives. So this is his stomping ground. I think that we're gonna go past Longfellow School up here on the right. It has been bought. It will be done like Coolidge School. It will be developed. It will have housing, and it will have storefronts. So this square block, which is the 6th ward, will be developed. It is a Longfellow Middle School. And so I'm looking forward to that project. There is Summerfield School, which is still a school
still school.
Yep, still a school. They are turning that into like a early childhood. So there's been money for that. So that is this is one part of the 6th Ward. Everyone hears about Mott Park, which is like where we're headed into. But I'm looking forward and excited about this.
Who bought it?
Communities First.
Okay.
They put in an offer on for Zimmerman for $250,000. A couple times they turned them down, I think twice. And you
like what? It's like, who is knocking down the door? Why would you turn down any money?
Well, they now guess how much it's selling for. Knock off a lot. Let me say that
what,
to you.
50 grand?
You got it. You got it. And so we know that Communities First has a good history in actually renovating, repurposing properties, maintaining them, and keeping them up. Some people don't like them. They're like, oh, da da da. Well, some of these properties will just sit.
I will say that Communities First, they actually do things.
They do. They
other nonprofits that come in and take the city's money, Community First, you can actually see progress.
You see progress, and then they participate back. They give back, so they do movie night through the community. They have a whole list of programs and things that they do. I believe they donated, was it a furnace or 2 furnaces to the Mott Park Club in my ward. So they do a lot of things with their nonprofit to give back to the community.
So we are officially in the 6th Ward.
Yeah.
You can't get that taken care of?
Man, I just saw it. I'm going to put it on the list.
Do your
Where's the NSO?
Do your damn.
Man, see, but the NSO.
I know. We should have.
We have to do. I'm right. Do you know how many homes that I sent in for last week? 17 to be boarded up to make sure they weren't. That was just last week.
But how is it
checking to see who owns them?
Literally, I don't think anything gets reported or taken care of unless we report it. So, what do the NSO officers actually do?
That part. I mean, whoever runs them, or who's the supervisor, needs to do a day ride with them and see. You'll see the difference in their performance.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, what do they write? 1, 2 tickets?
I bet if they do that.
If they were held accountable and somebody followed them or rode around with them, I guarantee it probably quadruple.
Absolutely.
If not more.
So we're coming up to the right. I agree.
Chevy in the Hole and Kettering.
Yep. Kettering, which used to be General Motors Institute. They have a brand new, beautiful new building that they built there.
So this was just named one of the top 10 in the country.
It sure was.
Of the private schools.
Yep. Which is huge.
I think it was by Forbes or Wall Street Journal, one of those top 10 in the.
I think it was Forbes.
Top 10 in the country for private universities.
Absolutely. And so we have, these are things we should be talking about and making our other neighborhoods to be like, not pothole patrol, because we don't need potholes, patches. We need streets paved. So this used to be Chevy in the Hole, which is now a state park. And so they have the walking trails down here. And as Dennis was talking about, how these will all connect. It'll go all the way down from that part of the 6th Ward all the way down.
St. Johnsburg?
Yep, St. John's. And so people walk over here. Used to be a factory over here, but it was in the hole because you got the dip. And now it is a state park. Flint has a state park. So Chevy Commons, you can come out here and walk. Although, look, I needed to start walking to the lady across the street said it was a pit bull that's been running around.
So we'll circle down here, down to Ballinger, come up Ballinger and call it a day.
Y'all, Dennis is having fun.
I am.
You're having fun. You like this. So when we come up to the right, you said it's a scooter and a bike shop. And then up top he lives, and it's gonna be right there. It's an old fire station.
Old fire station that they actually did something with.
He did, and I like him.
And it's been closed it's from a fire station for as long as I can remember.
Yep. And then he owns the property around the corner. So
the bike shop.
He owns both of them.
Okay. And then
Captive Sport. He owns that one and that one. Then he owns, yeah, you know that's not my favorite one. And then he owns the house, 2 homes on that around the corner. So right, Corona Road.
We're on Corona Road. We're gonna go down to Corona Road, Ballinger, and then we'll.
So Corona Road was yours.
Well, technically, it still is.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him.
Technically, it still is, except for if we see some shit that needs to be reported. Then it's on you.
Well, we're going to see something because there's 2 burnouts on here. I think 25. But they have had, this is Zimmerman where we're going to go by. Just, you know, so at the last meeting, you couldn't make it. I went in your place for you. I think you were out of town. And they complained about Zimmerman, that it was some dead animals over there.
They don't board anything up. Nothing's boarded up.
Nothing.
And it's just a free-for-all.
Yep.
Like, I literally flew my drone in the building.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Look, somebody got their boat parked across the street. And
It's Tire City back behind it.
Oh, that house did completely, oh my God, it fell down to the next one.
No, we're going to show you. We're going to show you Tire City behind Zimmerman.
So this is where we get the board changes, but Dennis is always, we actually work really well together.
This is transitioning from the 8th
You can't park trailers on the street.
You can't do anything, but where's the cops? Where are you seeing the cops at?
I mean, maybe we still haven't seen it.
Maybe if we flip the car over, we could see it. So this is the dumping and the shit that the Flint Community Schools. I won't even.
Oh my God!
I won't even drive back there because I'll get a flat tire.
Yeah.
But literally, look, you got to. We'll drive around the other way. So you got abandoned car right there with 4 flats. You got abandoned boat. You know, who knows if this shit's other cars are abandoned.
I'm gonna have to send. Somebody dumped trash out here Monday.
Yeah, we'll drive around the other side of it so you can see the dumping. Like, this is the way.
I just turned this in last Thursday, and I sent it in. They were supposed to send someone out.
This is the way McKinley is too. It's literally just dumping.
And they don't board up like we saw Garfield that they put the boards on.
So literally, just I don't know if the cameras can pick it up, but this is a mess. Look at this, y'all.
And then I turned this in. I just turned this in.
This is Flint Community Schools.
Now this is shameful. And then the fire.
Yep.
They don't even look the leaf bags. They drop off in the street. Next street over is a drug problem. I have literally sat on that street.
Next street over and the next street over and the next street over.
Drugs.
This is so this little transition period
that's coming
is overdose on a daily basis over here.
Yep.
You want to do a side street or you want to do Corona Road?
Let's do a side street.
Okay. So we on Swayze.
We had problems on Swayze. This one I think we just came down.
So you got a boarded up house and you got 3 35, 36 trash bags parking on the park.
Okay, the NSOs.
Whoever's a council person over here needs to be yelled at.
I'm not gonna let you yell at yourself. So this is technically our border.
Yeah.
But I think that when people call, they'll say 6th ward, and so they'll give.
Well, did you look? That I don't even think the city knows, because in the budget package we got was the 2026 layouts. The budget map and the budget has the 2026 map. So, like, people, I'm sure, are confused of which ward they have.
Absolutely. And when you call the council office and when you put into the property portal gives you the updated 2026.
Yeah. And everyone over here, because they didn't get updated registered voter cards, still has a 2026.
Yep.
So everybody over here got 6th ward registered voters, even though it's technically still the 8th.
Hey, somebody said after seeing that, seeing all that junk and trash, they said they thought that everything was just fantastic in the city.
Fantastic.
If you listen to the mayor and say, "Oh, we're doing a fantastic job during the budget nonsense that he did last night," but the mayor,
Like that.
mayor don't drive through the city.
He don't now.
Mayor don't drive through the city.
No.
You don't even. He didn't even stay last night to hear anyone talking about the budget.
But we had 1 minute. He gave us 1 minute.
He gave us 1 minute, and then right when public speaking came around for the public to say anything about the budget,
he was gone.
Everyone in the staff was gone too.
Everybody.
They don't want to hear the public.
No. They're not interested in that. Blue tarp to the left and blue tarp to the right. We need help with our residents for roofs. They have a blue and a black one, and someone's living there on both of them. Yeah, you can't park on the front lawn. This is it.
I mean, if we had NSO officer.
Now, Chief Green, because we know Sheldon people. Look, get on the if the NSOs are riding around ticketing, letting them or making them aware of issues, then the city would look cleaner. That's just a simple thing to me. They're the first. They should be the first. They got the gas, the fuel, the vehicle, the equipment. This is their job. This is literally their job. Blue tarp. I mean, you see them everywhere. People need
There is
roofs.
no place that's immune from poverty and blue tarps and
and drugs. Because I'm telling you, Cummings, that right behind Zimmerman, just bad.
Yeah.
And you have people who still live on that block who own their homes, who are constantly, they're concerned, they're calling in.
Yep.
So look, let me.
So
Christopher says, but they say you can't park on your grass and we'll ticket you. Have a standard for the entire city. Absolutely. No police, no NSO, no pavement patrol. Gosh, Lynn, they just collecting a check, riding around and shaking my head. Well, the NSO they're not doing nothing. Yes, Carmen, we did go by Rubes, which they renovated inside.
all right. Well, I guess this is the end.
But we are gonna listen. We are to Miller Road. This is the end of the chat. We thank each and every one of y'all for joining us. And my allergies are bothering my eyes.
You're allergic to me. That's what it is.
Is that what it is? Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us with our ward tour, and maybe we can actually map it out. We figure out how we can.
We just drove over everywhere. I think
We did.
I don't think we touched the 9th ward though. So
no, we did not. And so,
next time.
So we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Look, click like, share, and subscribe. And look, tip Producer J, which is Cash App $1987. Producer J, we appreciate you for what you have done.
Sure.
And then the moderators, if you were in there in the chat, because I did not watch the chat at all. I did not. Dennis got a whole big screen, a computer screen in here. Literally, y'all. It is. So listen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all in for Councilman Pfeiffer today. Producer Jay, any last words before we log off?
No, good job.
All right, thank y'all.
See y'all.